Hello knitters.
Hello Stacy.
Hello Stacy.
Hi Stacy.
I'm working on a new project and I'm excited to say it's something that we get to work on together. The question is, why do you knit?
Why do I knit?
Why do I knit?
Are we rolling?
I love to see the transformation you get from string.
This, these, to this.
This.
It's centered on two things, knit and then that thing backwards, a purl, and from those two things you can do just about anything, which I find kind of amazing.
It's one of the things that I do throughout my day that doesn't require me to look at a screen.
I was looking for a creative outlet to do something, other than be at work all the time, which is where I am now.
At one point, I tried stained glass, but glass as a medium, it's not very friendly. But my yarn.
Het houdt mezelf nog een beetje warm en het staat toch leuk in je kamer, een paar bollen wol.
I love to go into wool shops and look at the colors and look at the textures.
And there's so much variety of what you can knit.
There will always be a new technique or a new stitch or a new way to use yarn. It quenches my thirst for learning.
Ja, het is altijd leuk om die complimenten te krijgen met voor iets dat je zelf hebt gemaakt.
I remember my grandmother knitting.
My mum taught me to knit and her mother taught her to knit. It's been a part of our family.
Я научилась вязать очень рано, наверное, когда мне было лет 6-7. Вот. Дальше нас учили в школе.
I knit because of the way it makes my friends and family feel.
I like to create things for me and my family.
You can get gifts and make them for other people.
Having something hand knit, made by hand, means so much more to them. Oh my God, are those gold toes? No.
And my first toboggan, little gnome hat. Love that for my sweet little boy. He thinks it's hilarious to put on and look at in the mirror.
I'm getting married June 22nd and my fiance has a total of 6 grandchildren. So I'm getting reared up to start knitting for them.
It's a form of therapy, creative therapy.
I knit because it helps me relieve stress from school and also it gives me beautiful projects afterwards.
Knitting is just my escape. I pick up an item that I'm knitting and I work a few rows on it and I'm instantly calm.
Really awesome outlet for focus.
I knit because it's so relaxing.
I can't sit for a very long time without something in my hand.
Hvorfor strikker jeg? Jo, jeg tror mest jeg strikker, fordi jeg blev mobbet, og derfor fandt jeg tryghed i at strikke.
I started knitting because I suffer from insomnia. I would actually knit for an hour before I went to bed and then I would picture myself knitting when I laid my head down to go to sleep.
I deal with severe anxiety. It's comforting and calming and it really truly has been a lifesaver.
I was going through an ugly divorce. Felt the first time in 24 years that I wanted to smoke again and I thought, well, I can't take up smoking. So I went out and I bought a pattern to make a sweater. I call it my divorce sweater.
Several years ago I ended up having a couple of brain surgeries and I needed something at that time to help me with my fine motor skills. As I got better and then the knitting just ended up being a social function for me.
I used to take it for granted.
I'm becoming obsessed.
I'm not in control. I'm a victim.
I just love it. And there should be more men knitters.
Otherwise, I would be mad with my husband and 2 little kids. I knit because I can.
It gives me something to do while my husband watches Storage Wars.
Because it's one of the few things I can do while I'm wearing my kit. Right, Missy?
I knit because it's a good way to meet chicks. No, really.
Knitting has brought me wonderful new friends and this really cool dog.
Since I asked the question, I guess it's only fair that I should answer it too. And the fact is, I would knit every day even if it wasn't my career. I love it that much. And there are about 1,000 reasons that I knit. But I have to think the lifelong reason, my main reason, is because I'm a naturally fidgety person. And knitting gives me something to do while I'm sitting that isn't twirling and twirling and twirling my hair. And twirling and twirling.
My name is Jessie Love. I live in Long Beach, California.
My name is Irina. I'm from Ukraine.
We are the Keys Girls and we love knitting.
I'm Rob from England.
My name is Janet. I live in Ogden, Utah.
My name is Liz and I live in Victoria, British Columbia.
Hi, this is Rebecca from Memphis, Tennessee.